Magic 100, Ottawa's official Christmas music station. It's 7:37 on this Tuesday, the 13th of December. It's the Magic Morning Show with Stu, Angie, and Trish. Angie's off today, so we thought, who can we get to replace Angie Poirier? Who can we get? So let's look around.
We wanted a big name.
Yeah, so we decided to let's see if we can get someone who's a movie star, a television star, an author, an artist, someone who has her own line of jewelry, someone who's a designer, an Emmy and Golden Globe winner, mother of 6, and recently named the 78th hottest woman of all time by Men's Health magazine, which is the reason why I've canceled my subscription, because she should have been number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Magic 100 Studios, Jane Seymour.
Aw, thank you.
We're very excited to have you here this morning. Yes.
Me too. It's very Christmassy here.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We went all Christmas on Tuesday, November 15th.
It's been like this for a while, yes.
It continues.
It does.
Yeah.
Good.
The Christmas spirit all year long here at Magic 100.
Well, from what I gather, you get a little bit of that Christmas snow here too.
Eventually.
It's a little late coming this year.
Well, my 5-year-old asked me last night, he says, Daddy, are we going to get a white Christmas? And I guaranteed him that we would have snow by Christmas.
I know, dangerous promise, right,
Ooh,
Jane?
you never know, do you? But up here, I'd imagine you'd get snow, definitely.
Eventually.
Yes, you can wait forever in Malibu.
Now, Jane, we know you're very passionate about something, which is the reason why you're on this cross-country tour, and we'll get to that in just a moment. I have to ask, though, because I remember seeing the movie and saying to myself, if I ever get the opportunity, I have to ask Jane Seymour this question. When you saw the script, when it came across your desk for the first time for Wedding Crashers, honestly, what did you say? Did you call your agent and say, what are you sending me?
First of all, I read it and I howled out loud. I just thought it was hysterical. And I thought that scene was the funniest thing in the whole movie. And I said, what a shame I can't do this because of Dr. Quinn and everything. And then I read it a second time, and it was even funnier. And I went, gosh, this is really a shame because this is really, really, really funny. And then the third time I went, Dr. Quinn's cancelled. It's time to do something different.
It's been almost 10 years.
It's been almost 10 years. And the funny thing is that when they hired me to do the role, the director and the producer had never seen anything I'd ever done other than James Bond. Which is so bizarre to me because clearly, 30 or 40 years of my career had completely gone off the radar for them, and they thought I was an ex-Bond girl, and I'd been sitting around for 30 years.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Have they not been on the internet?
Clearly not. And the funniest thing was that the Dr. Quinn fans who'd never seen an R-rated movie actually went out to the theatre, bought their tickets, and decided that it was amusing.
It was hilarious. One of my favorites. Every time it comes on, I PVR it. Love it.
She never did that on Dr. Quinn. All right. With any of her patients. Why are you not on Twitter?
Have you seen my schedule recently? I mean, you're lucky if you get a phone call back from me or an email. I mean, Twittering, what am I going to do? Say I just got on another airplane?
See,
I'm being told I'm supposed to be Twittering.
You should.
People would be interested in that. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm new to it too, Jane. So
if I knew how to do it, I would do it. All the young people I just worked with on my last movie, they're all Twittering like crazy. And they said, Jane, you got to do your Twitter.
But because of Jane Seymour, because of everything you're involved with, you can use Twitter to constantly promote that. You have charities, that you're an artist, you have your jewelry, you have everything. And it's something that you're very passionate about is something that I can't even pronounce.
Pneumococcal disease.
Okay, let me hear. Pneumococcal disease. What is it? And this brings you to town. What is it?
Well, first of all, let's call it PD. Just face it. It's basically it's pneumonia or meningitis or sepsis. All comes from the same bacteria. And basically what happens is that as an adult, you can have a vaccination that can prevent you from having this. Because if you get pneumonia or sepsis or meningitis, it can be deadly, especially if you're older or if your immune system is compromised or you have, liver or kidney issues. And so, but it's a pretty new thing that you can actually get this vaccination. That's what we're talking about.
And so a lot of us as adults, we don't think about getting vaccines, do we? This is something we focus on as children.
We think that you do this for your children and you do it if you travel and you do it as an influenza vaccine.
Right.
But this is a one-time thing. And it's recommended for when you're older. I mean, I'm 60 now, so it's sort of, we're talking, 50s onwards, and especially you should talk to your doctor about it, but it depends on your health risks but it seems like a good idea, and my doctor is recommending it for me.
So anybody that's going to see their doctor today has to say, listen, I was listening to Magic 100 this morning, and Jane Seymour went on. I'm supposed to ask you about this.
And then if they can remember the word pneumococcal, forget that. Just say pneumonia.
All right. Well, I mean, this is absolutely fantastic that you're doing this. You seem very passionate about this. I don't know how you have time to do everything that you do. Just going on your website and seeing everything. You're multi-talented. That's
why I have to stay healthy. Thank you very much. You know, I love to paint, and I've done a lot of art shows. That's one of the things I do that a lot of people probably don't know about. And in America, one of my images that I came up with is now... really, we have a foundation for it, the Open Heart Foundation. And that whole message, I think, is actually very Canadian in a way, because I see you as very open-hearted in this country.
Oh, that's nice.
But, you know, people in life, and my mom always used to say to me, when life was tough and there was ever a challenge, your instinct is to close off and not let anyone know about it, and it'll eat you up inside unless you can let go of it. So if you can open your heart, you can accept in the moment what's happened, be in the present moment, and if you reach out to help someone else at that moment in some way, it will bring love or help into your life.
And what a great message this time of year, too.
Yeah. Yes. It's spiritual but non-denominational, which is appealing to me. And I've actually, when I wrote some books on the subject, I researched it, and literally every spiritual and religious creed that's ever been speaks about opening the heart.
What do you do on a day off? Does it exist?
Yeah.
Do you ever get an afternoon off? You go, it's Jane Seymour time. I'm just going to relax, put my feet up, and just take it easy.
Well, you know, I have fun stuff to do. Like one of my kids is in a rock band, so you know, I put on my leather jacket and my jeans, and I go and I listen to this great alternative rock music. That's Johnny, and I get to watch baseball when Chris plays. What do I do for fun? I like to paint, so that's very useful. My art dealer is very happy about that, and you know, hanging out with friends and cooking, and we grow all our own organic food. So, you know, picking stuff from the garden and just that's my idea of fun.
All the more reason why you have to be on Twitter.
Yeah,
all the more reason just to balance it. Okay.
Okay. I'll
Stu could even give you a few lessons.
Someone just has to set it up for me and show me how to do it. I tried blogging once, and I did that for about a week or two.
Forget blogging.
Yeah, blogging's out.
You could be Twittering right now. After this interview, you could tell all your fans, I just left Magic 100. I don't know what that fool was talking about, but I was just on Magic 100.
What city was I in? What day is it? It was Ottawa, beautiful Ottawa.
You're involved with so many things, and there is a one-stop shop to see everything. It is janeseymour.com. It has everything that you're involved in. Thank you so much for making Magic 100 part of your tour. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Happy
Christmas.